Last week, we made a great progress on Totem Pole Isle, but now with the resident services tent being upgraded to a building, how will the rest of the week play out? Saturday, Tom Nook announces that the resident services are officially under construction. After that, I got paid. I even got a new room expansion. I received a gift from Gladys, and Mabel told me how she and her sister are interested in opening a store on the island. I found a good place to start the clothing business. I had my usual routine, and then I ended my day. Sunday, Tom announces the completed resident services building, and we welcome Isabel to our humble island. I get a call about sold items and I check my mail. I saw Shari and Wendy exercising, I caught a flea off of Wendy, and I made my way to check out the resident services building. After the greetings, I stepped out as Wendy called for me to just say hello. I then finally meet Daisy May. She is just adorable. Now I know that every Sunday morning she will be here selling turnips. I then browsed the Milestone shop and the Nook shop. I then found these tickets that could be sold for huge amounts of bells. So I bought as much as I could and sold all those tickets. It started to rain, so I put on my rain cap and my raincoat. I visited Gladys and she gave me a new DIY recipe. I did the usual work and decided to call it a day. But I remembered we were going to have a celebration for the completed building. I went to Tom Nook and turns out he already has a new goal for this island. To have a KK Slider concert. I made a campsite for visitors and then we celebrated the new building. Now I turn in for the day. Monday. The day begins kind of sprinkling with rain, and Isabel begins her duty of morning announcements. She announced that the Able Sisters opened their new tailor shop on the island, as well as the campsite being open too. After the announcements, I do my usual routine. I went to the Able Sisters to check out what they had in store. And then I headed to the residence building where I spotted Kix just outside. After buying a backpack from Kix, we celebrated the grand opening of the Able Sisters tailor shop, and the campsite's grand opening as well. Matt gave me a nickname and that pretty much ends my day. Tuesday. Wednesday, today was pretty much a heavy rain. Okay, that's kind of not fair. I should explain this. Tuesday, I forgot to do a recording because Min Min was released on Super Smash Bros. And plus I was kind of tired and I spent the day kind of playing with my niece and nephew. Wednesday, today was pretty much heavy rain. Isabel announces that we have our first tourist at the campsite, and that was all for announcements. I went over to the tailor shop and bought an outfit because it was cute. I was heading over to the campsite when I spotted Sahara strolling around the beach. I went to the campsite and found Luca. He liked being on the island, so I suggested he move here. He was all for it. I told Tom Nook so that we may start preparations. I decided to expand the available land, so I had to build a bridge ready for construction. And then I found a plot for Luca's new home to be built. And so I told Luca that we had a home ready just for him. I then hung out with Deli and Mac and then end my day. Thursday. With morning announcements, Isabel welcomes our newest island resident, Luca. I then meet Label in front of the RRS building and help with outfit designing. Kind of. I talked with the neighbors, but Gladys gave me a luchador mask to match the tube top. Okay. Other than that, today has been teeming with bugs. I mean, I caught different cicadas and dragonflies, and even this bug that looked like a leaf. But other than that, I turned in for the day. Friday. Ooh, an update. Hey, we can swim now. Hold on a minute. Gulliver's a pirate? On this rainy Friday, Isabel makes the announcement that the water is good for underwater diving. And that's about it for announcements. I checked my mail and got a package from Nintendo. And one from Label. Okay, so I got the KK country music, but doesn't it sound kind of like the Choco Mountain song from Mario Kart? While doing my usual rounds, I spotted Shari in deep thought. I checked on her, and it turns out she's thinking of leaving. I didn't want her to go, and she reconsiders. I found a lost item and asked Shari if it was hers. She says it might be Wendy's. I took the lost item to Wendy and it was her autograph book. I checked on Deli and got a new DIY recipe. I then found a new stranger named Flick. He is really into bugs. So I sold him the bugs that I had. I asked about the commissions, and it turns out he makes sculptures of the bugs, which sounds pretty neat. I bought a new swimsuit off the Nook shop and ended my day. That was all for this week. We made progress and made new friends. We can even go swimming now. I'm actually excited for next week and how the total mile will grow.